Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Gemini, welcome from wherever you are. I hope these messages receive you well. I myself am a Gemini, so I am excited to do this reading for you today. Welcome to Aligned Soul Tarot. If this is your first time at my channel, welcome. I'm going to be diving into the May Monthly energy surrounding Geminis. And specifically, what I'm doing for this month is focusing on some planetary aspects, specifically the Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn conjunctions that have been happening since the beginning of the year. With Pluto and Saturn, we've been feeling this energy for years, and it's kind of coming to the forefront now that Jupiter's entered into the game. And for anyone that's new to astrology or planetary aspects, I like to keep it pretty basic because I myself, I'd say I'm an amateur, but I'm learning as I go as well. But I really felt called to touch base with everyone on these aspects and really dive into it on a micro level, like on a personal level for each of the zodiac signs. So that's what we're going to be doing. So a nice little rundown on what's going on with these planets is, first off, think about what the planets represent, right? So we have Pluto, which is all about death, rebirth, new cycles, right? Pluto is a small planet, but it comes packed with a lot of energy, which can be perceived as being a bit destructive. So whatever is not meant to be there, Pluto is going to take it out of your life. So any sort of karma karmic cycles that we're living throughout our lives, whether it's relationships, career, karma tends to follow us in all aspects of our life, right? It's not just specifically one, it's just we learn our karmic lessons through others usually. So that can be at work, that can be in family, that can be with intimate relationships, friendships. So there's a broad spectrum where karma lies and karmic lessons. And I like to make sure that people understand that karma is not negative. Karma serves to elevate us. Once we learn those lessons, it teaches us how to love. It teaches us how to be better people. It teaches us how we want to bring our dreams to the forefront. It teaches us the way we want to be loved. So we learn through all of these dynamics, what's wrong from right for us personally, right? So we have Pluto, which is all about death and rebirth, so allowing these transformations to happen, right? And then we have Saturn, which does represent karma. So with Pluto and Saturn, it's like emphasizing on our karma. Also, with Saturn, we have society, structure, discipline. Saturn is the ruling planet for Capricorn, which all these planets are in Capricorn. So there's even more of an emphasis with Saturn being placed in Capricorn of our finances, how we make money. And this is on a personal and a global level, right? So with this pandemic, we're seeing major transformations with business, agriculture, how we make money, how we support these systems, how we show up for ourselves and for others. And then we have Jupiter. So Jupiter just kind of came in January 12th, was the big shebang, and Jupiter and Pluto conjoined, and they're going to be dancing throughout the year until November. So we're going to be seeing a lot of highlights of these planets throughout 2020. Jupiter is like a magnifying glass. It's a huge planet, and it comes in real big, and it just like magnifies everything. So it's magnifying and intensifying Pluto and Saturn's energy. It's also about beliefs. It's a lucky planet, depending on what sign it's in. but it's big energy. It's like putting the magnifying glass on all those wounds and all the lessons, and you know, all of the I'd say it's not just like wounds, but it's just what will make you a better person. How can you grow? So it's a deep time for everyone to learn a little bit more about themselves. Go within, right? There's a lot of time for inner silence, and this is helping us retrieve our souls in a way. It's like a soul revival, you know, and we're learning what makes us tick, you know, what challenges are coming up, some things that we've never known about ourselves that are coming up in this time with this global pandemic specifically, you know, pulling up a lot of stuff to the surface. So that's a little bit of a basic rundown on what these planets mean and how they're showing up for us all. And so I'm gonna dive in now on just a little reading for you to see how these energies are affecting you, Gemini, and what lessons are you needing to learn? What energies are being highlighted for you during this time? All right, so we're going to call on your guides and angels to be here for this reading. We're going to pull in the energy for our Geminis. Let's see what Gemini needs to know. Tell me what Gemini needs to hear for the month of May. If you want to go a little bit deeper with me, you like what you see, you can always email me at alignedsoultarot@gmail.com. Information will be in the description box below. Again, take these messages how they resonate for you. If they don't fit the story into your life, okay? The power of free will is always here. You are your own vessel. You make these choices, so tarot will show you, but you make the choice, right? You have the power of free will, Gemini. And also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. For sometimes they will show you a little more detail in certain aspects. Moon can sometimes represent more emotional aspects of yourself, and so on. So feel free to click around, check out some of the other readings, and see how they resonate for you as well. All right. Already meditated on the cards. I already gave them a little bit of a pre-shuffle. So let's dive right in, Gemini. Let's dive right in. Lovers, there you are. Okay. Sword energy. Okay. Hangman on the bottom of the deck. So there's a stage of enlightenment with the hangman. They're stuck in this tree because they're going through a metamorphosis process, which I believe a lot of us have been stuck in a hangman energy, especially at the beginning of this pandemic, where we kind of had to take a halt. There was like a huge halt of energy, specifically around, you know, our day-to-day structure, day-to-day schedules, you know, all things tangible. And we're having to go within. This is Pisces energy, so you might be dealing with a Pisces. But this is all about the butterfly, or I should say the caterpillar, right? In the cocoon stage before they transform into this beautiful butterfly. They're being enlightened. They have this halo of energy around their head, so it's mainly focusing on their third eye and crown chakra. So a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotion coming up. You know, you're sitting in this energy. This could be someone else, but this is the bottom of the deck. So I'm seeing it as potentially yourself. We got the Lover's card here in reverse. This is the Gemini card. It doesn't necessarily have to represent a relationship. It can just represent a choice. Choose, you know, it's very dualistic, you know, coming to a decision. And with it being in reverse, there is some sort of stagnancy around this choice, around this relationship. I see that represented with the Hangman here. There's maybe some sort of delay because of this mental energy that's coming up for you. And with the Hangman, it definitely can be a mixture of positive and negative thoughts, right? And I am seeing a highlight with this Nine of Swords here, that there is some anxiety. There's a lot of mental anguish. There's a lot of sleepless nights. You know, what do I do? How do I go about this? How do I get myself out of the Hangman? Or when am I ready, I should say. You know, we don't have to force the process of getting out of the Hangman position, because this serves its place for us in our spiritual development and our growth, right? We all have to go through these cycles where we go within and we come out, you know, a better person, hopefully, from the lessons that we learned. Like I said, there's a lot of karmic lessons being learned right now. And with that, a lot of emotions come up. You know, depression, the dark night of the soul. If anyone's ever heard of that term before, you know, it's not all pretty, you know. Some people look at spirituality as this beautiful, you know, always positive, glowing, you know, I am light, I am love. And, you know, that's not what it's about. We have to remember that, you know, the spiritual path comes with a lot of the dark lessons, our shadow self. It's all about learning the polarity within us, right? And loving it all and forgiving it all. And having room for forgiveness for ourselves for being human, right? We have shadow, we have light within us, all of us. And it's about conjoining those energies and making friends with your shadows, so they're not feeling rejected, you know. With that inner child within us, it's screaming out to us with a lot of our self-esteem issues, this mental anguish. It's just that our inner child wants to be heard. Our inner child wants to be healed. So maybe some childhood wounds even that are coming up, you know, karma can be from lifetimes ago. You know, this is not just in our lives, it can be past lives, just from when you were a baby, or even just your family. You can think back to how much you're connected, how we all are connected, right? To your mother, your father. We have a Queen of Wands here in reverse, so this is definitely a woman or a man, doesn't have to be, but it's coming up as the Queen of Wands in reverse. So someone that's not living in their integrity, not voicing their beliefs. Queen of Wands is very confident. It is the creator, it's the go-getter, it's the wand energy, so it's fire, it's very passionate. It moves through life with a lot of passion about what they do, what they believe. They're not afraid to speak up. But when the Queen of Wands is in reverse, I am seeing a lot of like victimized energy, especially when it's sitting next to the Nine of Swords. Anger can be represented with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So maybe this is a time for you when you're feeling very angry, very bitter, you're very resentful about something, particularly around a home with the Four of Wands here. This is also union, family, home, structure. Four represents structure, stability. So maybe feeling like your stability, your finances, your home is just this upheaval around that, not feeling safe, not feeling secure. Maybe this could be about a relationship, because with the Four of Wands and the Lovers could represent, you know, a significant partnership, and you're feeling some sort of way about it with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Right, let's clarify this Lovers card for Gemini. I see a lot of having to work through the emotional pain of the past and the present as well. Lovers, please clarify the Lovers card. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. So maybe right now it is about just staying in this Hangman energy, right? Staying in the Hangman energy and loving yourself. You're still potentially going through a metamorphosis, you know, stepping into your power with the Nine of Pentacles. Self-love. This is my self-love card. Very independent energy. She thrives in her garden, you know. She stands alone. It's my independent card. Self-love, self-healing, and it's surrounding the lovers. So with the lovers in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles coming up, it's definitely more of an emphasis on oneself rather than a relationship. And when you focus on yourself and you do that healing, right? You learn the karmic lessons. That's when the relationship comes in, right? Usually if you don't take the time to love yourself and heal yourself, you will just attract the same old relationship. And we don't want that, right? Sometimes we have to learn the lessons again, you know? It really is very individually based on your story and where you're at in your growth. All right, let's clarify this Nine of Pentacles, please. Nine of Pentacles, please clarify. The Hermit, yes. So definitely going within. This could be a Virgo of significance. We have two earth energies here, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn of significance to you. The Hermit card's all about going within. This man has this light in this cave, right? He's in his cave and he's, you know, following the light within, right? Learning the lessons, gaining the wisdom. The Hermit card's all about gaining wisdom, introspection. So when I clarify it with the Nine of Pentacles, it's very much about learning about oneself, right? Taking the lessons from a relationship with this Lover's card. Taking the lessons that you learned and that you're still learning, and you're kind of harvesting and cultivating this energy so you can sit with yourself comfortably. All right, let's clarify this Nine of Swords energy. Nine of Swords. What's this mental anguish about? What is this mental energy about with the Nine of Swords for Gemini? And the Nine of Swords is Mars and Gemini, so this is very much Gemini's energy. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Okay, so this signifies that, yes, you are taking the steps because you move from the Seven to the Eight of Cups. So that's a very good thing. In tarot, it's all about graduating to the next energy. And when I see two energies back to back, that means that you're learning some lessons. You're coming out of this confusion and you're learning to walk away from things that don't serve you. Moving to your happiness, right? Seven of Cups is all about choices, mental fog. Which way do I take, right? And with the Nine of Swords, it's definitely a very mental place. Being stuck here can be very confusing, right? But it's okay. We all have to take our time. We have to be patient with ourselves, right? That's what healing's all about. It takes time. You can't just heal overnight. You know, that would be a beautiful thing, but that's not life, you know? We have to really be patient with ourselves. And Geminis, that can be really hard for you because you're quick energy. Quick. And that doesn't always serve you. Yeah, it can serve you for a lot of things, you know? You're quick-minded, quick-witted. Geminis are known to be very strong, you know? They're like chameleons. They can blend with a lot of different energies. They can relate to a lot of different people. They're very empathetic because of that. But one thing I know about myself as a Gemini is, you know, I'm not giving myself, or I haven't given myself the time in the past to really learn the lesson. I'm quick to move on to the next thing. And I didn't take the time to really sit with myself and process, you know, really truly process what I want, what I need, right? And you're deciding to do that by walking away with the Eight of Cups from something that truly did make you happy. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can just be a way of thinking. When I have the Nine of Swords here, it could be you're walking away from a way of thinking about yourself, certain ideas that you had of yourself. You're walking away from a way of being to yourself or to someone else, to others. Certain ways of being, you're letting them go. Moving on to your Nine of Cups, which is your happiness, right? It's emotional fulfillment. That's where the Eight of Cups is going. Where is this Eight of Cups leading to for Gemini? Where is this Eight of Cups leading to? Eight of Cups for Gemini. Where's this Eight of Cups leading to, Spirit? Knight of Cups. Wish fulfillment, happiness, emotional happiness, more so with the Knight of Cups. This is water energy. We got water energy, and we have tons of water. Look at that. We have the Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, and Knight of Cups. So this is very much about emotions. Maybe even an offer from a water sign coming in here. It's Knight, so it's not the King. So this is a very, this can be just a simple, you know, if it were to be perceived as a relationship, it could be like getting to know someone, you know, this could be a flirty message. This could be just a very simple conversation. You know, Knights are known to, you know, arrive with a message, but it doesn't have to be like the marriage or, you know, anything too serious. Like the King, when the King shows up, it's a little bit more stable energy. Knight can come and go a little bit, but it definitely is an offer nonetheless. And it could represent someone coming in, but it also could be, well, the way I'm looking at it is with the Eight of Cups, this man is walking away and getting on his horse to where his happiness lies. So maybe some travel with the Knight of Cups. But you're taking your cup with you, right? You left behind. See, there's 3, 4, 5, 6 cups left behind here, right? But it looks like these 2 cups are still standing right next to the man. And he's taking his cup with him. So yes, you might be leaving some emotional baggage behind you, but you're still holding on to the 2 cups. With the Eight of Cups, it's usually the 2 cups still standing. And you're bringing those with you into the future. All right, let's clarify this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands in reverse. Who is this Queen of Wands? I want to get to know this Queen of Wands a little bit to see if this is you or potentially someone around you. Queen of Wands in reverse for Gemini. Who is this? Who is this? Okay. All right, the Chariot in reverse. So with the wand energy, it is about movement, right? Force. I think of fire it's a big energy, right? And we have the Chariot here, which is about movement, but it's in reverse as well. So there's definitely some standstill. You know, maybe emotionally you've moved on from something in your life, but there's still other aspects of yourself that you're not ready to let go of, to allow you to move into this Nine of Pentacles energy. You could still be kind of stuck in this hermit mode right now, like a lot of us are, being home within ourselves. All this change is happening right now. You know, this is on a personal level and on a, you know, a global level. All this change is happening. So there's still this little bit of stagnancy. Which way do I go, right? You're not quite ready to step into the Queen of Wands energy, which is full control, full reign. I take the lead. You know, that Queen of Wands, I take the lead. They're leaders. They're born leaders. Very confident. Leo, Sag, Aries energy. Could be of significance to you. But I am seeing it more as you, Gemini, standing in your Queen of Wands energy, being empowered, right? Being able to choose which direction you want to take. And right now you might not know which direction you want to take. You're still healing. You're still in that hangman energy. Because that is kind of the overall energy of the reading. Let me clarify that hangman. What does Gemini need to know about that hangman energy? You could be making a choice around a water sign, like I said, because the hangman is also the Pisces card, and then you had all this water energy show up here, and the chariot, which is also Cancer, so that's water. So making a decision around a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be of significance. What's this hangman about for Gemini? Hangman for Gemini. Ace of Wands. Okay. So once you come out of that hangman energy, you know, that hermit energy, that cultivating of your self with the Nine of Pentacles, self-healing, self-nurturing, learning about yourself, letting go of a lot of those emotional barriers, anxieties, fears, letting go of the fear, learning the karmic lessons, you know, and like I said, with these planets, Jupiter is magnifying all of this, right? Pluto is allowing for these massive changes, the empowerment Pluto brings, right? It's that Queen of Wands energy, you know, so once you learn the lessons, the karmic lessons, you come out of that hangman, you're ready to make those forward movements, right? You have this beautiful new beginning. Ace of Wands ties directly to that Queen of Wands. She's holding that staff in her hand. You see? So once you step into this energy, you have a brand spanking new beginning. This could be a creative endeavor. This could be a romantic endeavor. But whatever it is, it's full of passion. It's full of life. It brings you happiness. It brings you vitality. It energizes you. Whatever that may be for you. It's different for everyone. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands for Gemini. Okay, judgment. So making a judgment call, right? Finally being able to get out of that hangman energy. It's in reverse, so a judgment call needs to be made, right? You haven't made the judgment call. Maybe the universe is waiting for you to be ready. Maybe the universe has already made this judgment call for you. You know, when I think of the judgment card, it's not just you who's making the decision. You know, there's your guides, your ancestors, they're behind the wheel, you know, subconsciously. They're there supporting you, whether you know it or not. Sometimes they make the judgment call for you, right? So maybe in the past there's already been some sort of call that has been made, but now it's like, okay, on to the next cycle. On to the next decision. What am I going to do? Calling on your angels, calling on your guides to help you get to this place of enlightenment, right? With the hangman energy, so you can have your Ace of Wands. Okay, let's clarify this Four of Wands. Four of Wands for Gemini. Another thing with the Judgment card is, you know, believing in your angels, believing in your guides, knowing that you are always supported. You are always held. Okay, Five of Swords came up in reverse. Okay, Five of Swords is not the best energy, but it being in reverse, it tells me that you're coming out of this deceitful energy. Five of Swords is all about lies and deceit, sneaky behavior. This man is running away with these swords. Swords is mental, you know, thoughts, lies, betrayal. It's in reverse, so it's saying that you're moving away from this. Moving away from this so you can create some stability in your life, some structure, true happiness. You know, the Four of Wands is all about stability. This is going to bring you into your future. You know, and that Five of Swords energy, you can't bring that into your future. It's not going to provide stability, a firm foundation for yourself. So it's beautiful that it's in reverse, because you're letting that go to create a firm foundation. That's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So could have been yourself, you know, it could have been someone around you that was in this energy. Tell me more about this Five of Swords, please. Five of Swords for Gemini. That one. Queen of Wands, there we go. Now she's upright. See? So once you let go of these lies, these deceit, this hurt, this pain, this emotional anguish from your past, remember this confusion with the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups, really truly letting go of all this anxiety, this burden. Once you really truly figure out, this does not serve me. What serves me? What makes me happy? That's the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands knows what makes her happy. Look at her chest. It's, you know, it's moving outward. She's confident. She does things with confidence. She knows. She knows. And she sticks up for herself. So not letting anyone deceive you or lie to you or hurt you or manipulate you. Standing in your power. Having the confidence to do that. Maybe right now you're not feeling like you are so confident to do that. But it's looking to me as though you soon will be. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands for Gemini. So that energy is very, very important to you, Gemini. Yeah, making a decision. Two of Swords in reverse. Once you make that decision to stand in your power, no more feeling out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles. No more staying in this victimized mentality. Don't play the victim anymore. Not playing small. Right? Standing in your power. Self-confidence. Whatever you can do to gain that confidence again. Stick to that. Owning up to your mistakes, right? That's a big one too. Owning up to things you've done wrong, ways that you can be better, you know, for yourself and for others, how you show up in the world. All right, Gemini. This was a beautiful reading. Again, if you want to go a little bit further with me, please feel free to check out the description box for my email, and I would love to do a reading for you. Have a great day. Thank you.